All right, so last we left off, and I'm so glad I can finally say that. Oh, wait, actually, pause. So, viewers, you might notice that someone's missing. Our dearest Peyton had some scheduling issues for the foreseeable future, so they will not be a regular, but they will be coming back as Briar when Briar is needed and ready to explore this world for themselves.
Yeah.
Um,
It's very much like Briar to wander
to
off
just wander
and
off, yeah,
Yeah.
leave the
very
group.
canon.
Uh, we should have put a tighter leash on them, but
A bell
here
around the
we
neck or something.
are.
Nope, just
Yeah.
dips. Um, where we last left off, you all had just been thrown from the gates of eternity, stripped of your titles as gods, and, for lack of a better word, abandoned in the realm of mortals. You all now are mortals yourselves, and breaking the fourth wall a bit, you are all level 1. Uh, you are the weakest you have ever been, and this was proven by a very, honestly, short battle with a, a group of goblins who decided to attack you on the main road, thinking that you were easy pickings. And you were, because, like, what, two of you went down? Despite that, another group of adventurers came to your aid and very quickly dispatched the group of goblins. This group calls themselves the Fallen Faction and is led by a high elf female with a country accent, Sindel Trueshot.
I don't know if I remember saying this, but if I have it, would.
Uh, to my memory, you said would to Blossom Silversheen, who is
Okay.
a gigantic but shy half orc druid.
Okay.
Glad to know my characters are fuckable. All right.
Absolutely. Stop making them hot, please, for
Never.
everybody's safety.
Never. You're gonna want to fuck everybody.
No.
Okay. Um, and we ended.
Pineapples.
Pineapple? Stop it. We ended last session with you all being walked to the gates of the city, town, it's a town, of Baerun. You are now at the city gates, and Sindel walks in very confidently. This is her home. Her and the other Fallen Faction members stride in without a care in the world. And as she walks, you all see like stalls and stuff, and people closing up for the day as the sun begins to kind of set. And Sindel kind of just points along the way and is like, "Oh, well, that's Carl. He and his husband Paul, they run the fishery stall. Very popular here since we're so close to the sea. And then that's Carlisle. Carlisle runs the more like adventurers stall, kind of just gets us whatever we need whenever we go out. Tyndall continues on this way until stopping in front of a large wooden building with a sign that says "The Perfect Shot," and its symbol is a shot glass with an arrow through it.
Ah.
Uh, she turns and is like, "Well, this is my favorite place in the entire town, the Perfect Shot. This tavern slash inn is incredible, considering it's the only one we have. All right."
Oh, I thought there was. Okay.
This is a very small town. but not unimportant. We do a lot of trade here. She walks in with the rest of the fallen faction, and I'm assuming you all follow.
Yeah.
Yep.
As you walk in, the place is kind of empty. You can tell they're closing for the day. But Sindel walks in. There is a bar a couple of feet into this tavern. She kind of leans against the tavern and just goes, "Hey, Bertha, you in here?" You see a 5'9", 44-year-old human woman, very muscular for her age and like thick and stocky. She walks out with an apron on, and her hands are like dusted a little with something. She walks out and is new customers for me. What do you all need? Oof, you look rough. Do you want like a drink or? You'll have to
Really?
think,
Drink.
obviously.
A drink would be nice.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Do we have the money for a drink?
I have
Yeah.
10 gold pieces.
DM,
Yes, my
Do
beautiful
we have
player.
money?
what's inflation like?
Inflation.
the price inflation, not whatever you might be thinking of.
Nope, I was thinking price inflation, and I
Okay.
hate that you said that. I can't believe you're my best friend. Oh my god. Price inflation. What are you asking? Do you just want to know how much, like, in US dollars each coin is?
Just like in like gold, silver, copper.
Copper, silver, gold.
Copper, silver,
Copper
gold.
is $1.
Yeah.
Silver is
So we're not dealing with like adjusted prices or anything like that.
$10.
10.
10.
Okay,
yeah.
then gold would be 50.
And then gold is
50?
100.
100,
I thought
sorry.
50. Yeah, I was like, gold is 100.
100.
Um,
So, alright, I just want to make sure like we're not dealing with like a
10
skewed
copper
numbers.
and 1 silver. 10,
10
silver.
silver.
Now, how
That's
much
one
has the
gold.
value of money changed since we
gold.
died?
1 platinum.
That's what I was thinking. I'm just like, hey, what are we dealing with here? Are we dealing with like, yeah, gold is like dirt cheap now
Yeah,
because it's just
so
being passed around.
when you guys died a century or so ago, this shit, like, it was not so expensive. Gold was honestly a rarity. It was more like 1,000 each, like, per gold piece when you...
Ascended.
I'm doing math wrong.
Oh,
I'm doing math wrong. Hold. God. No, why would you ask me math questions? I'm gay.
you could have just came up with a random ass like answer and be like, all right, that's it.
It's more expensive now. That's
Okay.
what I'm going to tell you. It's more expensive now.
So we probably can't buy a drink and a room.
You can choose whatever that means to you. It's more expensive now.
Okay.
Sindel sees you all kind of struggling and looking through your packs for spare change. She's just like, oh, don't worry about it. You're in my home now. I've got this. How long did you all plan on staying anyway? Let's just start with the night. You all have been through enough. And she hands Bertha a solid maybe like 5 to 10 gold. It's 2 gold per night. Anyway,
$200, got it.
Bertha takes the gold and is like, all right, well, I'm gonna get you all some drinks anyway because you look like you need it. And she kind of just turns around and walks
What do you know?
back into the thing. She comes back out a few minutes later with some ale in her hands for 5 cups. Briar is still here with you. She she hands each of you a cup of ale and is like, "All right, rooms are upstairs. Holla if you need anything, but don't because I won't answer." And she walks up the stairs to her own room.
I love her.
What do you all want to do?
Pound back tail.
All right.
Immediately.
You do so. It is very cheap. Like, not good quality at all, but it's ale and it gives you a little buzz.
Hooray!
Make a
need to
Constitution saving throw.
Oh
That-
no!
Yeah. So that's an 8 total.
This ale, though it is cheap, hits you way harder than you expect it to. The room kind of starts like a nice, buzzy, like floating thing, and you're having an okay time. Anyone else want a drink?
Yep, I'll have mine.
Beautiful. Please make a Constitution saving throw.
Where am I? I had all my dice laid out and I can't find them. There it is. 7.
You are hit with a very similar effect. A little giggly, a little drunk. The room is spinning slightly, which makes you a bit dizzy, but otherwise, you are not, like, ill, so... Briar's also gonna drink.
Hell. Blackout drunk.
Because that feels in character. I pulled out 5 dice and none of them were a d20.
Amazing.
That is a natural 20.
What the fuck?
Briar,
Right.
like, downs the entire mug of ale and looks over to the other two who have, like, had their drinks and is like, man, you guys need some tolerance.
I'm just gonna go up to my room.
Okay. Sindel follows you all. She has a permanent, like, space in this tavern. The rest of the Fallen faction also have their own rooms. This place is a lot more spacious than you'd think. But either way, you all head to your rooms or continue to drink, whichever you choose. And Dylan, are you going to go straight to sleep?
No, but I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay. Well, there is a fireplace, against one of the walls. It isn't lit, but it is there if you choose to choose to decide. If you choose to use it, the bed looks soft and comfortable. There's a nightstand with a couple of books on it. It's a very comfortable room. The rest of you, where are you? What are you doing?
Anuzio, like, dips his pinky in the ale and licks it and immediately turns his nose up at it because he's a man of refined taste. Could I peek behind the bar and see if there's perhaps an unopened vintage of wine?
You can. And yeah, okay. Stealth or sleight of hand, you choose.
Ooh, let me
Actually,
see.
stealth.
Stealth.
Roll me
Okay.
stealth.
Okay. Ooh, come on. Where?
Oh, and also investigation.
An investigation. Okay. So I'm gonna roll my non-binary dice
Nice.
for
Nice.
in for sleight of hand because gay. I'm gonna roll my green dice for stealth.
It was stealth and investigation.
Stealth and wait, sorry, wait. Investigation, because I don't trust the gays to find things.
They say to the gays.
I mean, you're right. Don't trust me to find shit. Sometimes.
My rolls were not good. I rolled a 7 and a 5.
A 7 and a 5, which?
So the investigation was that was brain. My investigation total was an 8. My stealth total was a 10.
Okay. You do manage to fit behind the bar, and after a moment of like listening, no one comes down to check on you. However, as you look, you can't find anything of like your refined taste and quality. However, you do find a wine that is kind of like peeking out of a corner in the kitchen. And it seems to be okay. It's not great, but it's okay.
Alright. I take the bottle of wine. Is there any fancy nice little wine glasses?
There are, yes.
I take them and I inspect them closely for any water stains or smudges. It has to be pristine.
You search through a few glasses because this is a small town, and eventually you find one that is like 99.9% clean.
This will do. I will have a glass of wine.
Wonderful. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution saving throw. Oh, 17.
Oh yeah, you're fine. You've had many more wines with much higher alcohol concentrations than this. You're okay.
And with that, I am stealing Indicio's drink for myself. I meant the ale.
Oh, okay. I genuinely was like, oh, PvP, yeah. We know Indicio's gonna fight
ale.
you.
No.
Yeah, you can take the ale. Constitution saving throw disadvantage.
Hooray! Are the only person ever to say hooray at disadvantage.
Yes. Tell me it's
Good?
a natural one.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. All right.
The other was a 15.
You down Anitio's ale, and immediately you're like, oh, that was a bad idea.
Maybe it wasn't.
Your stomach like turns in a sickly, awful way, and you feel almost as if you've been poisoned. Your head like throbs with pain, the room spinning wildly around you. You honestly can barely stand up straight.
Maybe I should take you to bed.
No. Hide.
They are not fine.
Hide.
You're not fine. Come on.
No, fine. Wait, maybe just a quick outside walk.
I don't think that's a great idea, my dear. I think you should just turn around, go upstairs.
I'm booking it.
Oh no!
I'm probably gonna fucking fall on my face though, but I'm booking it. I'm gonna try and like quick turn and run.
You know what? Yeah, acrobatics.
Oh!
Roll with disadvantage.
I'm going to go to cast a spell, but then I forget I'm not level 20 anymore and don't have any spells, so...
So that's a... Is it acrobatics?
Yeah.
9 total.
You dart out the door, triumphant and happy as you escape the rest of your party. And then the moment your hooves hit the ground, you fall flat on your face.
Oh. That didn't end as poorly as I was expecting. Well, Marcus, you look strong. You carry her.
I'm going to look at my hand, which I raised to cast a spell, and just go, maybe I do still have magic.
Oh my god.
Come on, let's get you to bed.
Ko is fully passed out after the fall.
Marcus is still trying to talk to you.
There.
If you expected her to get up, like, and just wait there for a minute, like, you just see her still lying on the pavement, face down.
I go to shoulder carry you.
All right. You all settle into bed and fall into a relatively dreamless sleep. You awake the next morning, the sun shining in each of your respective windows. I can talk.
That window is pretty respectable, I will say.
Such a respectable window. You all awake to the sound of clamoring downstairs and dishes and things being like passed around and just clanking against one another. And the smell. That's right, I have a menu, motherfuckers.
What's on the menu for today, chef?
Of various meats, ham and cheese, just different things. You all can come down for breakfast if you would like, or if you want to do something in your room, that's fine too. But the day is yours.
I will opt to be the last one awake, given my escapades.
Mm-hmm. Your head hurts real bad.
Yeah.
I think Dylan's gonna go down and have breakfast.
Beautiful. What about the rest of you?
I would go down for breakfast eventually, but probably slightly later than everyone else.
Okay.
Except maybe Ko, who's dying.
Fair enough.
Anizio would go downstairs and probably order food, but just sort of is picking at it because he's not pleased with the notion that he has to actually eat on a daily basis now. He's very upset.
Who goes down first? Just the earliest riser of the party.
I think as an elf, since I don't sleep, I feel like I'd be early morning riser. But what about Dylan?
I feel like Dylan is not early morning, but still morning. So like 9:30, 10 o'clock.
Mm.
Oh,
Normally, Marcus would be early morning, but the ale.
Wonderful. Dylan, as you walk back down the stairs to the smell of delicious food and breakfast and camaraderie, you see Inizio on one of the stools at the bar, just kind of picking at their food, looking very disgruntled about it. You also see just around the tavern, there is Sindel and the Fallen Faction eating breakfast together at what seems to be a designated table. Over in the far corner, there is a very old, scraggly looking man. His beard and hair completely unkempt, bags under his eyes. He's playing poker with two half elf fishermen, one very short and plump, and the other taller, leaner, but still, like, not interested. The old man is shouting, and you can't hear what he says, but he's like very adamant about something. And right next to you, sitting at a table alone, is a short woman, maybe in her 40s, kind of just weaving magic within her hands, her eyes glowing green as she kind of just plays with the ball of magic in her hands.
I'm gonna go ask Inizio how he's doing.
I'm miserable. We've been cast down. We're being treated as though we are less than these people. And to make matters worse, this is the meals that I'm going to have to contend with until we manage to earn our way back up there. And God knows how we're going to do that. How are you doing?
Well, I'm still grappling with this being mortal thing, but all
Oh, I can't hear you.
all things considered, I think I'm handling it pretty well.
Inizio, Dylan was talking to you, so did you not hear anything they said?
No, I accidentally, in my clamor to unmute myself, turned off the audio. I muted everybody else, so I could not hear anything that was happening, and I deeply apologize.
How could you?
I don't remember what I said. So.
That's all right.
Improv.
Let's.
I had a temper tantrum, and then huffily asked you how you were.
Okay, I remember what I said now. Let me just itch my eye. There we go. I'm doing all right, all things considered. I mean, still grappling with the whole being mortals now thing, but all things considered, I guess it's okay.
It is the furthest thing from okay. But together, somehow, we're gonna get our powers back. One way or another. Hopefully it's sooner rather than later.
Just as that conversation kind of dwindles, Marcus, you walk down the stairs, seeing those two have a conversation. You also see the rest of the patrons in the tavern.
I'll go and order breakfast.
Okay. Bertha is still there, and she's currently cooking and running the shop by herself. Um, she's like muttering something under her breath, and is just like she's not angry, but she is frustrated. Uh, Gosh darn, this is the third time this week that this girl has called out sick. The whole town's getting sick these days. Can't even run the shop before. Oh! Hey, I assume you're here to order breakfast.
Yes, what was... Forgive me for asking, but the whole town's getting sick?
Yeah, there's something spreading. It's a small place. People talk and can't really stay away from each other, so the whole town's kind of feeling whatever bug is going around.
Thank you for letting me know. I'll keep an eye out for, well, if anything befalls my party.
All right. Let's see. The meat stick. Your guess is as good as mine as what the meat is. Roasted locusts. I know it sounds gross, but apparently it's a delicacy across the sea. We have a cheese omelet, ham and cheese on rye bread. It's just a regular sandwich. Yeah.
I suppose I'll have the meat stick.
Brave choice. All right. I will be back in a moment. She turns and disappears behind the bar. You smell the meat being cooked, and a few minutes later she comes back out with a plate of... You don't know what kind of meat this is, but there is one bone sticking out of it, and the meat is just on the bone. It's well cooked.
As I eat it, can I roll investigation to see if I recognize the taste?
You know what? Yes, you can.
That is a 10.
You get a weird combination of flavors. It is like mutton and maybe some beef in there, and strangely enough, fish. There is a kind of fishy taste. This creature, whatever it is, apparently either lives in several types of climates, or or has been very mistreated in its life.
Yeah, I definitely have no idea what this is.
Do you keep eating it?
Does it taste bad?
No, it doesn't taste bad.
Yeah.
That's arguable.
Just a little hint of the sea.
You're telling me you're eating something that tastes like mutton, beef, and fish all at the same time, and that doesn't taste bad?
It's an odd combination, but
You know, there's a thing called surf and turf.
Okay.
Upon hearing that, Bertha actually pops her head out and is like, "That is a great name for whatever this is. Yes, surf and turf."
I'm still not there. I am upstairs, still concussed.
Just the idea,
Just the idea pops into her head. She's like,
Surf and turf.
"The gods have blessed me this day." And she just runs back. Yeah, Ko, you are the last to rise. Honestly, almost missing breakfast. But you kind of trudge your way down the stairs. And you all see a very disgruntled Ko.
Like, eye bags are visible. hair is more of a mess than usual, hunched over. Look, many emotions are on her face, but mainly just sad and tired.
Well, you look like shit.
Please don't yell. I feel like shit too.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Ow. You're so mean to me.
I am nothing of the sort. Now come downstairs and sit down.
Just sit down, probably next to not the one, not Nichio, not Marcus. Thank you.
I was like,
I'm
"You
so
only
sorry.
have 2 more."
We only have two.
We're
And
going
I'm just
down
like,
the list.
and just like as soon as she sits down, her head is going face down on the bar.
Bertha comes back out and hands you all a piece of paper. Oh, by the way, your little tiefling friend, I saw her early this morning, and she kind of just wandered off, but she wanted me to hand you this. She just kind of puts it on the thing, not knowing who to give it to, and walks back.
I'll go to read it.
Okay. The note says, "My dearest friends, when you are reading this letter, it is with a very heavy heart that I let you know of my departure. Before you worry, I am not dead yet, and I will return now and then, but for now, my own adventure calls. This banishment just showed me I need to spend more time reconnecting with myself and reconnecting with Eldora. I only wish the best for you all moving forward, and just know you will change the world in a mortal way, however mortals do that. As I am finishing packing my things, I remembered one last thing to tell you. If you ever see a V of birds and want to know why there are more on one side than the other, it's because there are more birds on that side. Briar Newman."
It was a very sweet letter. And a very dad joke.
Oh, mister.
Sindel. Okay. My mic didn't pick me up for 3 seconds. Sorry. Sindel walks up to you all after finishing her own breakfast and goes, "Well, how did you all sleep? You don't need to answer that. You look like shit." She says, pointing directly at Ko.
That's... I said the same thing.
"Sorry, hun. I honestly couldn't think of anything else to say before it came out my mouth. But yeah, how did you all sleep?"
I've had better night's sleeps.
Ha! Yeah, me too. Oh. But you all are in for a kind of special treat today. She points over to the 40-ish-year-old woman with long white hair who's still doing her magic thing in the corner. That, over there, is a fortune teller. She comes around every so often. Honestly, I really like to just get my fortune told, see how me and the Fallen faction are gonna, rise to greatness. She keeps saying it'll take time, but that's just... Oh, it's annoying. You all should go over there. I mean, if you wanna. It's super fun. I can pay for it if you'd like. I know you all are a bit down on your luck as of right now.
I never turn down an offering. So yes, if you'd like to purchase a fortune for us, I see no harm in that.
Awesome. She walks over to the woman doing a fortune. Well, she's not doing a fortune telling currently. She's just messing with her magic. How many of you walk over?
I guess I'll walk over kind of hesitantly, more just to watch than anything.
I'll walk over to participate, but I am moving slower than usual.
Hmm.
Sure, I'll get my fortune told.
Awesome. As you all approach, the woman, her eyes stop glowing for a moment, and she looks over at all of you. Her eyes are still green, just a normal mortal green now. And she kind of cracks her knuckles and sits forward. So, I'm assuming all of you want your fortunes read. Otherwise, you would not have disturbed me. And she, like, glares pointedly at Sindel, who you can tell has done this many times.
Sindel insisted.
I'm sure she did. All right, well, which one of you is going first, or do you just want a general reading?
I'll go first if everyone doesn't mind.
Wonderful. She kind of puts out her hand and is like, that'll be 5 gold. Sindel puts the 5 in her hand, and she takes it. She takes your hands, turning them over in hers, and then her eyes glow a brilliant emerald green. Green smoke kind of billows around her, and in multiple voices, she speaks. The one who shuns the light will gain the universe's favor. Her eyes slowly go back to normal, and she lets go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I do what I can. All right, who's next?
Do we hear each other's fortunes?
You do, yes. You're right next to each other.
Okay.
The one who shuns the light shall gain the what of the universe?
The one who shuns the light will gain the universe's favor.
Okay, thank you.
I guess I'll go next.
All right. She takes your hands as she did with Ko, her eyes glowing green. The smoke starts billowing around her. She takes a bit longer to find and really read your fortune. And once she has it, she gasps and lets go immediately. This one, I'm sorry, I cannot, I refuse to speak this fortune in this lifetime or any other. And she actually gives the 5 gold for your fortune back to Sindel.
Oh,
because
no.
the transaction was not completed.
That's ominous.
Dylan's fucked.
You're muted.
Okay, thank you.
She just nods hesitantly and looks at you with a mix of like pity and fear in her eyes. Who is next?
I don't know if I'm going to regret this decision, but, I've never put too much stock into these so-called fortune tellers. So yes, tell me my future, please.
Sindel hands her another 5 gold, and she takes your hands, doing the same routine, and she speaks. A wilting lineage droops to shadowy lows. What the rotten fruit begets chokes out the tree of its birth. And she lets go.
Can you repeat that for notes purposes?
Yes, I can.
Could you send it?
Yes. Yeah, I'll send it. I will also repeat it verbally. A wilting lineage droops to shadowy lows. What the rotten fruit begets chokes out the tree of its birth. I'll send it later.
Yeah, those words meant nothing to me. I am not at all shaken by them.
She looks at you and nods, knowing that you're not telling the truth, but she lets you have that. She reaches out to you, Marcus, and nods. You are the final.
I suppose if the others did it, then there's no harm in having mine read too.
All right. She once again grabs your hands. The eyes start glowing, smoke billowing from her. Your actions have had unintended and unforeseeable consequences, and have placed into action the final piece of that which now approaches you. You are the harbinger of your own death.
I see.
She speaks up. I feel a little bad about how your fortune turned out, she says, turning to Dylan. I will do a group reading as well. I sense you all may need it. She closes her eyes and whispers softly to herself before speaking. And I need, you know what, Dylan, 1 or 2. Okay. An ancient empire will rise from the waves, along with ancient secrets. A fall is coming, winter just around the bend. Enjoy your spring, for summer shall bring an end. She sits back and just goes, "No, that was as charitable as I choose to be for today. Shoo." Sindel kind of walks you all back over to the bar and just whistles slowly. Well, that was ominous. She's not usually like that with other. You know what? Let's just forget about it. I like you all, so I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Me and the Fallen faction actually have access to the roof of this building. We've set up a bit of a little training ground, if you can call it that. you all did relatively well against the goblins yesterday, but well, I noticed a couple of things, and I wanted to be of some help. Especially since it sounds like your journey is far from over. uh, you all are welcome and actually invited to come train with us if you would like to. We were about to head up as soon as the others finished their breakfast.
I think I would like that, thank you.
All right. Are the rest of you gonna join us, or?
I suppose I can.
Yeah, that's so nice.
All right. And with that, I'm going to let us go on our 15-minute break. You all did wonderfully, and I love you all very much. I will see you guys.
Shit.
I will see you guys in 15 minutes.
Before you go, can we get the list of those fortunes out for my
Yes.
notes? I am writing this on paper. I am limited in space. I need to do this in the order that we're given.
I understand. Okay. Before we took our break, you all were invited by Sindel and the Fallen faction to train with them up on the roof of the Perfect Shot, the tavern/inn that you are currently residing. As you all walk upstairs, you see the hallways that have your individual bedrooms, and then Sindel leads you again around a corner and to a door that looks like it should lead to storage. However, she takes out a key and unlocks the door, the lock shining for a moment before she turns it, and sunlight streams through the door as you are all led to the roof of the building. It's about 60 feet long, not very wide, but at the other end of the roof you can see that they have targets set up for target practice, long range, both spells and just regular archery. There are also some training dummies standing a little closer to the door. Many of them have different types of magical damage already on them. Okay, sorry, I was checking to make sure I had my books. Yeah, Sindel and the Fallen faction kind of leads you out, and Sindel turns. Well, this is where we tend to train. A while back, we managed to help save the town from some magical evil invader dude. Just a regular guy, but we managed to run him off, and the town has called us their heroes ever since. So, you know, we get to stay here for relatively cheap, because Bertha still needs money. And we get all of our gear at discount prices, and the best part, we get this magical key that leads to the roof. Let's see now. When you were on the road, you all were kind of very easily surrounded. Now, it's good to stick together in some way during a fight, but sometimes sticking together kind of turns you all into a bigger target, especially if your enemy has more of a magical feel. Goblins, they like to hunt in packs, so their tactic is to actually crowd you into a little group and kind of just take you out that way. So, let's see. What are each of your skills, by the way?
I'm an archer.
Oh, a fellow archer. That's great. Maybe I can teach you a thing or two.
I know how to use a bow.
Oh, we all know how to use a bow. That doesn't mean you can't get better. Oh, all right.
Out of character real fast. I'm on one hand, I really want to say like general like cleric, but on the other hand, like the the one to say, oh yeah, no, I'm a cleric. I kind of want to hopefully one day to start my own like offshoot branch of life domain. One day.
That was out of character?
This is out of character.
Okay. All right. What do you say in character?
I'm just a simple cleric.
Oh, well, there are multiple different types. Do you know which one?
Yeah, I'm a life cleric. Kind of goal of mine is to, start my own cathedral or offshoot, of the domain.
Oh, well, that is a very ambitious goal, considering you need to be a god in order to, or very, very influential. By the way, good to know you have a healer. That's great.
My own scar.
What?
Actually hit myself on another finger I cut last week.
All right, stop hurting yourself, please.
No.
In and out of game. She turns to Dylan. And, you?
I mean, my skills really lie in music and entertainment, but I do have a longsword.
Oh. Well. That is impressive. All right. You... Yeah, I think we'll focus on your melee. You over there, the pale one.
That would be Initio to you.
Yes.
I'm sorry. It's like the slight Initio sounding yes.
Yes.
Well, I only came up here to see what kind of mindless drivel you and your lot get up to. I require no assistance. I simply require to be a part of the grander cycle. It's something that you couldn't possibly understand.
Well, I've seen a lot of things in my life. Considering we're both high elves, I'm gonna fully assume that you have lived a lot longer than it looks. So I do understand that to a degree. However, my belief is that everyone can learn a little something, even if they think they're great. So what do you do, hon?
I uh guide along the natural order of nature. I mainly focus on, the ending of that cycle and the beginning of a new one. If that is a sufficient enough answer for you.
I'm sorry for him. He was born a hermit.
Oh,
He was out in the woods most of his life, so he's more druidic in his nature.
oh, you just say that, hun. We actually have a druid ourselves. This over here is Blossom Silversheen. She's a bit shy, which is kind of strange for her size, but she's a sweetheart. I think you, Anizio, and I'm sorry. What was your name? Your name?
Me?
Yes,
V?
the one with the horns, the satyr.
Co.
Co. Beautiful. Co and Anizio, I'm gonna send you guys. Off with the.
Fuck.
Why did Goofy join the chat? Oh.
Go.
I'm gonna send you guys.
I'm gonna send you guys.
I'm gonna send you guys over with Blossom. You, she says, pointing to Marcus. What was your name?
Marcus.
Marcus. Thank you. You will be staying right here with me, working on our long range. And let's see. Dylan, I'll let you choose. You can either stay with me and Marcus, or you can go over there with Ezekiel. And you see like a 4'11" calico tabaxi, kind of just with a lighter in his hand, flicking the light on and then blowing it out, and then flicking the light on and then blowing it out.
I shall go introduce myself to Ezekiel.
Okay.
But you said Ezekiel, I totally forgot there was a third, and I thought you met Indizio.
I know, I was really offended for a minute. I was like, you bitch.
No!
Forgetting my name.
How dare you?
I shall show you.
I will also tell you all there is a halfling. She's about 3'8". She's over in a corner, trying to do a bit of magic, but she keeps whispering to herself. And if you listen closely, you can hear some of it. It's just like, "Shut up! I know what I'm doing. Will you stop? If I can focus, shut up!" And she just kind of continues whispering to herself.
She got her own problems. You go, girl. Fight those other demons.
So you can either choose to go with Dylan, you can choose to go over to Ezekiel, Liana, who is the halfling, or stay with Sindel.
I'll go over to Ezekiel.
Okay.
You know what they say. The shorter you are, the closer you are to hell. So, like, her as a halfling, just like, she's fighting a war in there.
Technically, the shorter you are, the closer you are to the plane of retribution, which you've been
sorry.
to and know is terrible. So yeah. I'm gonna start with Sindel and then work around. Sindel turns to you, Marcus, and she just very cheerfully goes, "Well, I guess it's just us."
I suppose it is, yes.
All right. Now, I can sense a bit of energy, kind of a struggle, I guess, between us, and that's all right. See, my name, my last name, True Shot, is very well known around these parts, and I'm assuming you know of my family, all the heroes and legends of my lineage, and I understand that it can be a bit intimidating being here with me, but I promise you I'm nice and I'm sweet and I am just here to help.
Actually, to be entirely honest, I've never heard of you before in my life.
Oh, Well, that is a first for me. Still, honestly, that makes sense. My parents and their parents didn't exactly agree with the whole legends thing, but I'm trying to, get my family back on track with the Fallen faction. Either way, enough about my story. Let's start with you. Where do you come from? What do you really want to get out of this training?
So to answer the where I'm from question, how much do I actually remember? It's just my first name, right? Not even my second name.
You remember your first and last name. However, you do not remember what it means or where it comes from. You know your name. You know how to shoot a bow. You know that you were a god once. That's that's about it.
I'd rather not talk about the past,
Oh, I understand.
or even recent events, really.
You all are such an interesting group. Either way,
For all intents and purposes, act as if we popped out of nowhere yesterday.
All right then. I suppose that means you have a lot to learn. She grabs her bow and knocks an arrow. She goes through the motions of showing you exactly how you should position yourself, how much strength it should take, depending on how far you want it to go, the physics of the arcing an arrow for it to reach a destination, all of that stuff, which you probably already know. But
God of archery.
yeah, she just takes you through it. She is very nice. She's not trying to be condescending. It just happens to be what's happening.
Once it becomes my turn to fire an arrow, and obviously I fired arrows in the goblin battle yesterday, but quick firing arrows in a combat situation versus a targeting situation, very different. This is the first proper targeting arrow that's been fired since Marcus became mortal again. So he's just going to take his time to draw the bow slowly, just breathe in and take in just everything that's happened as he draws the bow and lets the arrow fire.
Amazing. Make an attack roll for me.
Oh, that's a nat 20.
Oh my god!
Yo!
Incredible. Yes. You let the arrow fly and it almost teleports directly into the center of the target. Sindel looks on in absolute shock. Well, I honestly don't think you need much of my help. I I think we can do a few more of these, and then once your friends are done with their individual trainings, I'm gonna help you all fight more as a group.
That's probably more the area I need help with, yes. I'm more used to working on my own, really.
I understand. All right, let's run it again. And you all continue this for a minute, shifting over to Ezekiel. You see the tabaxi, his tail kind of just waving lazily behind him as he flickers the lighter on and off. His golden eyes look at you, kind of bored, but also there's a smirk on his face, and you can tell he's kind of like sizing you up, trying to see what you're made of.
Oh boy.
Yes.
I'm Dylan, and I was sent over here for you to help me become a better fighter.
What's in that top hat?
Don't worry about it.
I like you. All right. What do you do, Dylan?
I have a long sword.
All right, well, honestly, not much of a fighter, but I do know how to play a damn good flute.
I prefer the bagpipes myself.
Bagpipes. That's impressive. Not very easy to carry around with you.
No, indeed not.
Okay. Well, since I'm assuming that you and I have a similar skill set, I'm going to. Well, if Sindel says we need to train you, we should train you. You need to know how to swing that long sword just in case, but I understand that your magic comes from music, yeah?
Yes.
Mine does as well. Well, you're gonna have to learn how to work in harmony with your group over there. You're also gonna probably need to learn how to. Oh, do you all have a healer?
Yes.
Incredible. You don't need to know as much then. Let's see. People like us, we don't normally do the fighting bit. We're more of support, cheering the others on from a safe distance. Now, you can absolutely choose to be better at fighting more than supporting, but in my opinion, every group needs a little nudge now and then. He
Absolutely.
flicks the lighter on again and pulls out a cigarette and kind of just smokes it, blowing the blowing the smoke into the air. You might wonder how I play the flute with these lungs. It's a skill. Either way, all right, yeah, come with me. He leads you over to where Sindel and Marcus are. They seem to be running through some drills, and Ezekiel kind of watches them for a moment before looking at you. Now, it's a good thing to know when someone needs your support and when they don't. It's more of a practice thing. You'll get better at that in time, but let's see. At that point, Marcus shoots his first arrow, landing directly in the center. See? At that point, he needed no help. The second roll comes around. The second arrow comes around, and you can see Sindel's hands kind of trembling slightly, and he's like, "Now, me and Symbol have been together for a really long time. Not romantically. I just been with her. No, not either way.
Yeah.
I know the signs of her needing an extra boost. And he points. Her hands are shaking, which means that she's probably either gonna miss this shot or she's nervous. And because we are good at supporting others, I can help with that. He takes out his flute, plays a little tune, and Sindle's hands kind of glow for a moment before steadying. You can see her take a deep breath as Ezekiel casts Calm Emotions. She shoots and fires directly into the target, a little off center, but still very impressive. See? Being a bard, it can be tough. People don't take us very seriously, especially not in battle. But your power can be the thing that decides whether or not your party wins or loses. You are able to turn the tides of any battle with the right spell and the really good communication. You need to know that, Dylan. You need to know that you are useful and important, and that they need you in order to move forward. Now, take out those bagpipes and let's see what you can do.
All right.
I want you to make a performance check for me.
Alrighty. Performance 16.
Incredible. You play your bagpipes and everyone can hear the beautiful melody that comes from it, which is a little strange because they're bagpipes, but the noise is melodic and soft, and drifts into everyone's ears, and you can see people calming down and feeling more assured of themselves. Ezekiel turns to you with a very cheeky smile. See? Important. You can learn more songs and, honestly, more instruments. The more you carry around, the heavier it gets, but, they help to do certain things whenever you can. Yeah. Let's go over to that dummy and see how you can use that longsword. Ezekiel takes you over to one of the training dummies, and we're going to move to Blossom Silversheen. Blossom stands in a corner, kind of hunched over. She's wearing a beautiful floral pattern dress, and that like comes off of her shoulders. Her shoulders are massive. Her shoulders are massive, but she wears it very nicely. You can see she has like cuts and scars along her skin, but she seems very sweet as she holds like a little bird in her hand, very gently. As you, Inizio and Co, approach, she kind of lets it fly and just goes, "Oh, hi. I'm assuming that you're here for the training."
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Oh my mommy.
Keep it together, man.
I got something stuck in my throat. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Well, I overheard that you are a druid like me. I wanted to talk to you about like how you feel about nature and life and how like the cycle of that life is beautiful and just a wonderful thing. But of course, I'm here to train you all too. your name was, and she points to Ko.
Oh, Ko.
Ko. That's such a pretty name.
You're pretty.
Thank you. I've never met a satyr before, and I think your little horns are just the cutest thing.
Just kicking your little feet.
Giggling and kicking his little feet.
If I had little feet, I would.
Your little hooves.
Just slinging. Blossom looks down at both of you. She absolutely towers over both of you, by the way. She's
Sorry.
like
Sorry.
7 feet. But she kind of, again, hunches down so that she can try to look you guys in the eyes, not wanting to seem intimidating. So, you're a druid and you're a cleric?
Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful. I can see why Sindel sent you guys over to me. I love nature and life, and both of those things, they speak to me on a nice and pure level. But I'm not here to talk your ears off about all that. So, let's see. There are different kinds of druids. What kind of what specialty do you have?
Oh, I have a life cleric specialty. Yep.
Oh,
Life cleric.
a life cleric. Okay. That's good. Your party always needs a healer. You are very, very important, especially to your party. And, it might be good to see how you do in battle, but more maybe long range. I use long range myself. I don't really like to get in fights, but I obviously help my friends as much as I can. And she turns to Anizio. What's your specialty?
I predominantly work with the end of the life cycle. Fungus, rot, decay, that sort of thing.
Oh. Well, there's beauty in that too. The rot feeds more plants and allows others to grow and live and completes the life cycle. She seems very nervous around you.
She should be.
Very nervous.
Good. Cower before me, mortal.
I'm not entirely sure what that means, but so like I said, I typically do long range. Do you like fighting more up close, or? She's like asking both of you at this point.
Oh, I do tend to stay at long range.
That's very normal for clerics.
Not exactly the strongest one in our bunch.
And you?
I definitely enjoy getting up close and personal when I'm fighting. But of course, there is something to be said of a tactical distance between foes.
Oh, okay. This actually might work really well. So because there are two of you and one of you is typically melee and the other is long range, you all can actually work together really well. So, come here. And she shows you over to one of the training dummies that's available.
I'll follow you anywhere you want, Mama.
Did you say that in or out of character?
Out of character.
Okay.
That one was out of character. It'd be really weird, but oddly funny if Coach suddenly got like a deep voice.
Really deep voice. I think it's canon.
Goes crazy.
Go stupid.
You, she brings you over to one of the training dummies, and she places Inizio around like 5-ish feet away from it, just melee range. And then she brings Ko, putting her gigantic hands on your shoulders, and kind of moves you over to a solid 35-ish feet away.
Yeah, the whole time, like, red as a tomato, red as a ruby, blood, whatever you want.
She starts to, like, continue, and then she looks down. Are you all right? No, your face is so... And she, like, kind of, like, grabs your face and tries to, like, massage-ish your cheeks. She's like, your face is so red. Are you all right? Are you hot? Do you need water or some? I think I have aloe vera in my
Not the aloe vera. First of all, I want to say thank you for indulging me in the stupidity.
You're welcome, of course.
Secondly, yeah, I'm fine. Wait, what?
Okay. She notices that she's in your personal space and kind of just takes a step back, a little embarrassed. So, Inizio, I want you to start attacking that dummy. Just yep, the one in front of you. Just whatever you choose to do.
What the hell? Fireball?
Poison spray. Please make a con save.
No, because it is an inanimate object.
Hey, I know. That's all I got.
Actually, I take that back. I will be making a con save as you see the dummy comes kind of to life. It's it's a ghostly kind of figure on top of what is the dummy, and it makes no noise, but it like kind of shuns away from the poison spray. You said a Constitution save, please. That's a 15.
Oh, that saves.
All right.
But hang on, wait. Nope.
Nope.
Nothing happens.
All right. The poison does reach this ghostly apparition, but has no effect. The apparition takes a moment to steady itself, and then pulls out a very similar looking dagger. It is ghostly like they are, but as he goes to swing it, you instinctively know that if this touches you, it will hurt.
I duck!
All right, make it a dexterity saving throw. I'm also going to make an attack. Tell me it's a nat 1. Come on, Deli.
Oh, it wasn't a nat 1, but it might as well have been. It's a 3 plus 3, so it's 6.
All right, you don't dodge, but you are in luck because he rolled a 9.
Yes.
Yeah, you just barely make it out of the way.
You did not tell us that these things actually interacted back.
they interact back. The training wouldn't be very efficient if you just sat there and hit it.
Point taken.
You look over to the right, you can see the rest of us dealing with just like normal.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. The bards are playing music. Learning
Meanwhile,
how to
the three
heal
of us
and
are-
support.
The two of us are risking our fucking lives out here.
Yeah,
in
what did I
training.
do? What did I do in a past life to deserve this?
I wonder what.
Uh, as it's fighting you, Inizio, almost said Sindel. Blossom turns to you, Ko, and goes, "Now, just because you're all the way back here doesn't mean that you can't help. There are
Toll the dead.
a lot of yeah, and you cut her off as you cast Toll the Dead. Go ahead. I don't know what that is.
I forget because it was just for the moment.
Isn't that a
saving
con-
throw?
Wisdom?
Wisdom.
Wisdom, and it's a D8
That's a
because it hasn't gotten hit
19
yet.
to save.
That saves.
Yeah.
Please, those dice in dice jail, they're being cruel.
No.
Being cruel and mean.
Hurt my feelings.
Well, to be fair, it also missed you, so it's not being too cruel.
Being cruel and mean.
You hear a loud church bell ring, and some of the people down below kind of look up curiously because there is no church in this town. But it seems to have no effect as Inizio and the Thing continue fighting. Oh, see, yeah, that was good. I don't know if you have like any shield spells or.
Wish I would.
What do you have?
No.
No.
Not right now. No.
Okay.
I blacked out last night and didn't exactly get a chance to do my usual prayer to mix it up a little, spices the variety of life and all that jazz. What is jazz?
Saxophones exist.
Okay.
The one instrument required for jazz. You two continue fighting, and Blossom kind of just watches, and she shouts usually to you, Inizio, and is like, okay, here you can kind of like use maybe the vines or like a fungus against it. It will affect it until the training stops, and then it will go back to normal. But
Ritu does that the whole time. Anytime Blossom gives him advice, it's just stands there like this, like he's in physical pain.
are you okay? You look like you're hurting.
Mentally, I'm in anguish.
Do you want to talk about it? I have tea.
No!
Would you like that to be physical?
Okay. I think maybe let's try something else. And
Let's try you. I mean,
continues training you all in her own way. Marcus, as all of this is going on, Sindel looks to you and is like, all right, that was pretty good, but let's see how you handle a moving target. And she snaps, and the targets start like crossing in front of each other.
So it's 2 targets, right?
Therefore,
4, okay.
Changing it up a bit.
Marcus is going to take his time, breathing deeply to steady his bow, just as before. And Let's do this one at a time, and I'm saying this only because I have only one d20 out.
That's okay.
The first one is a 21.
yeah, that hits. You get one bullseye.
Second is an 11.
That hits. It's not necessarily a bullseye, but it is still where you want it to be.
Okay. An 18.
Yeah, another bullseye.
A 9.
That one kind of skews off to the right a bit, missing the moving target completely, and very nearly the arrow nearly embeds itself into where I know her name. Into where Leanne Longfoot, Liana, the halfling warlock who is still kind of like whispering to herself, practicing by herself, and she kind of shrieks and jumps back as your arrow almost hits her.
Me too.
Do you mind?
You kind of did choose to sit behind the archery range.
I'm like directly beside it. It's not. I'm not in front of the. Be better. Shut up. And she kind of just goes back to her own thing.
Wasn't counting, but I do believe that was 4.
That was 4. It was 4. Sindel nods approvingly. Well, other than almost killing one of my party members, you did pretty cool. You did pretty well. All right. I think everyone's good. Let's get some group training in. She whistles loudly and calls the rest of you over. As you all file in, the targets stop moving and position themselves along the length of the ceiling, giving you all a bit of time. Space. Giving you all a bit of space.
Time and space.
Time and space. Both. She looks over at all of you and is like, all right, well, I hope you learned a few valuable lessons. Marcus here is a star student with an arrow. I noticed a bit of trouble over with Blossom, but that's nothing to be ashamed of or worried about in the long run. And, well, you two play some fine music. All right. All of you seem to be doing pretty well individually, but I want to see how you all interact as a group. So, this is what's going to happen. I will be your only opponent, but I will not hold back. She goes and stands on the opposite end of the ceiling. I want you all to try and take me down. Once you have completed that task, non-lethal, by the way, please do non-lethal attacks. Just thought I should make that clear because I cannot help you if I am dead. All right. Now, hit me with your best shot. And I need all of you to roll initiative for me, please.
That's a nat 1.
Oh,
You're about to go to
goodness.
dice jail, my friend. That's a
9.
11.
10.
All right, give me 5 seconds because I forgot I needed to write this down.
You're good. Have I didn't repeat mine yet?
Co Inizio Dylan, Marcus,
Go.
right?
Yeah.
I have 11. It's funny that we have 9, 10, and 11.
My God, I'm rolling like shit.
I think I feel.
Oh, I gotta put all of my dice in dice jail. This is not good. They're all rolling terribly. Oh.
All right, that's a 14. Which one of you has
Oh.
a 13? Did any of you have a 13?
Nope.
What were the numbers again?
11, 10, 9.
1. Okay. All right, so she goes first.
Yeah.
How are all of these? I like keep rolling below 5s. I'm like
It's not-
all of my dice.
It's a no both day. That
No. I need bones.
maybe try tomorrow. I don't know. Don't necessarily.
All right. Sindel pulls back her bow, and you all are kind of surprised to see 2 arrows knocked at the same time. She very quickly releases the bow and aims for both Ko and Dylan. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Ko, does a 19 hit you?
Come the fuck on, man. Every time.
I'm gonna grab a different die.
Gonna fucking miss Dylan. I know it. But yes, a 19 does hit me.
Okay, and her second arrow shoots for Dylan. Does an 8 hit you?
That what I fucking tell you.
An 8 does not hit me.
All right. The arrow shoots past your face, Dylan, but there's always a but.
And it's gonna be my butt on the fucking skewer.
Oh, let's see. Where is it? Where's the dice? There it is. 1.
I'm sorry, what? You're getting more than 1?
Yes.
Oh.
Why are you trying to get? We're first level, man.
First level.
You need to learn. Oh, thank God. I mean, Ko, you take 4 points of piercing damage.
Ow.
Yes. All right. And she actually starts like moving around and teaching as she's actively attacking. So you all might want to move. I forgot her accent. Hold on. All right. Remember, a sitting target is an easy target. You gotta keep moving. Especially because I'm a long-ranged attacker. I can hit you easier. Next in initiative was
Me.
you. What you want to do, babes?
Real fast,
Hmm.
since I have a better feeling that this person is gonna go in. Bonus action Shield of Faith on an ETO. You get +2. You get a +2 to your AC for
Oh,
10 minutes.
oh, thank you.
Yep.
That's very
I'm
kind.
gonna quickly move counterclockwise to her. Like as she's moving in a circle, just opposite direction.
Opposite direction, yeah.
Yeah. And Sacred Flame.
Okay. Explain.
Dexterity saving.
Okay.
Dexterity saving throw.
Oh. Does a 12 save?
It meets and beats.
Meets it beats. All right.
It's weird because it says the target gains no benefit. Oh no, from cover. Okay, yeah. So just
She is not covered.
yeah. I'm like, that's a bit weird at verbiage on this, but no, there is no. It's like it takes half damage or whatever.
Okay.
If it makes it, it makes it.
So
it's
it either
fine.
works or it doesn't. Okay.
Yeah.
She kind of chuckles as she feels like a tingle of your magic go over her. She's like, very good. Be a little stronger next time, I think. But otherwise, you're doing very well. Next is next is Inizio.
I'd like to see you do very well after this. And I cast Entangle. Please make a strength save.
Oh. This dice. 9.
Ha! That does not succeed. So there's now a 20-foot square centered on them. Plants turn the ground in the area into difficult terrain. You are restrained.
Incredible. She laughs actually as she is restrained by these vines that shoot out from the concrete of the ceiling. Concrete? Wood? Whatever. Of the ceiling. And she keeps a tight grip on her bow, but she laughs almost joyously and is like, good! Very good! Yeah, no notes for you! Well, this is gonna make it a bit harder, but you guys are doing very well so far. Next up is Dylan.
I am going to cast Healing Word on Ko.
Okay.
Hooray!
Okay, I forgot how to cast Healing Word.
What do you mean? You just cast it.
Just cast it, forehead.
Just say healing word and
Just
Fair
say
enough.
a word and it heals. Forehead.
Be better.
yeah, I'm gonna allow that. How many points?
If you can 1d4 your spellcasting ability modifier. Okay. 6 points.
Hooray! I'm back up
Back to full health. As Sindel kind of struggles again against the vines, she shouts, very good! Always protect your healer. Your healer goes down, you all go down. And then finally, Marcus.
Marcus is going to use his movement to sort of move around the side of the rest of the group and then take a shot at Sindel.
Okay. Roll an attack.
Since Sindel's in vines, is that with advantage or is it
Yes,
just
it's
normal?
with advantage. She literally can't move.
Okay, with advantage, that is dirty 20.
Jesus Christ. All right. Yeah, that hits. Roll damage.
That is 10 damage.
Okay. You hit her and she, like, winces heavily. You're doing real good. Real good. Don't worry, Marcus. I'm gonna get you back. And when you stung a little. Inicio, for Entangle, does she get to try again after, like, at her turn, or...
Yes, you can use your action to make a strength check. You are able to attack still, but it's at disadvantage. Your movement speed is 0.
Okay. So strength save, yeah?
Yes.
So she's gonna use her action to try and break free. Oh my god, that's a 2.
Getting my comeuppance.
She like struggles against the vines, and it's just like, oh, yeah, all right, this ain't gonna work. So, she uses her bonus action to snap her fingers, and suddenly, walls appear, from the ceiling, in random locations. But one of them is in front of you, Marcus, and one of them is in front of her. She kind of yells out and is like, "Don't forget, cover is your ally, especially for other long rangers."
Is there any cover about on this rooftop?
Yeah, she just created it.
Ah.
Go.
All right. Well, taking a peek between some of the cracks in the, like, keep trying to get a line of sight. Half made. Toll the Dead.
Okay, that's a con. Wisdom?
Wisdom.
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 God damn it.
Yes.
It honestly doesn't even matter. It's a 5.
And she got hit before. Now it's a D12.
Oh my god.
7.
All right. A deafening church bell once again rings out, confusing the population of this town. And you hear her kind of like grunt and scream as she takes the 7 points of damage. All right, y'all, you're doing rather well. One thing though, I would say, you should all communicate a lot more. It's a good thing to let each other know what you're doing, so that someone doesn't accidentally step on someone else's toes, or, gods, my ears are ringing.
I was nearly about to say you called.
Inicio, it's your turn.
All right, guys. I'm going to send a cloud of mites into her face.
Wait,
so
what?
that she chokes on them.
Wait,
Does
what?
that sound good? Please make a Constitution save.
12.
That fails. By 1 point. Please take 4 points of poison damage as you inhale a shit ton of spores.
You can hear her like choking and sputtering. She tries to speak. It doesn't work. Next up is Dylan.
Guess who doesn't know what to do?
Dylan.
That is an accurate guess. I'm gonna use my movement to go hide behind one of the walls.
Okay.
I kind of want that to be it, if that's okay.
Okay, yeah. You can also hold your action if you'd like.
No.
was like, do you want me to explain what holding your action is, or
You know what? Yes, please.
Okay, so holding your action is when you don't take your action on your turn. Instead, you say something. You give a condition. Let's say one of your party members gets hurt, or she moves out from behind cover, and then you can, at any point, trigger your action. You can choose what you have to choose what your action will be beforehand. So, say if the trigger is one of your party members gets hurt, then your action could be, okay, I cast Healing Word.
Okay.
And that would happen automatically, even if it's not your turn. Or if she comes out from behind cover, you attack her. And again, it would happen automatically, even if it's not your turn.
I'm gonna hold my action and do healing word.
Okay, on who? Actually, you know what? I'll let you do it generally.
Okay.
One of them takes damage. Healing Word. Cool. Next up, Marcus. You are now behind full cover, by the way.
Yes, and I am going to stay behind that cover, but also take another shot.
Go ahead. You have advantage because, again, she is very trapped. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. Roll flat. She also made cover for herself.
Okay. Nat 1, so a 7.
I'm not going to do that to you. Your arrow misses incredibly and splinters against the wall that's hiding her. She hears the impact and just goes, "All right, Marcus, you can do better than I've seen you do better than that." As she continues to choke on these spores. It is now her turn. Let's see. Yep, this is all she can do. All right. She's going to take an attack at you, Marcus.
At disadvantage.
At disadvantage, you are correct. Doesn't matter. Roll a 2. Which
Nice.
is 8. Does an 8 hit you, Marcus?
An 8 does not hit me. We are not that weak at level 1.
All right. Just had to make sure. She pulls back her arrow, but the vines restraining her and the spores just get to her. She misses completely. Her next attack is going to be aimed towards Ko once again, as she tries to take down your healer.
Natural 20!
Hey Ko,
What?
does a 23 hit you?
Hey, so I think Ko's leaving the party. I
Remember, I have healing word, so.
Oh!
yeah.
Yeah.
23.
23 hits you?
Fucking
You
hate
sure?
it here. No, I'm not sure. Actually, my AC is actually infinity, so I can never be hit ever again.
All right. You take 7 points of piercing damage.
I hate it here.
Are you dead?
No.
But saved action. Fucking Dylan heals you.
Yes.
I heal you for 5 points.
Nice.
Very good. Although you may want to avoid the cleric getting hit in the first place. Yeah, that was her turn. Ko, it's your turn now. Revenge.
Hit this and told him dead.
Wisdom, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a 17.
Fuck me. Come on.
I'm gonna try and just like move behind her, just out of her sight.
Okay. Um, yeah. Initio.
These little walls that she made, is there like a space on top of them to like, are they wide enough to stand on, or?
Um, how well is your dexterity?
That's an excellent question. Let's take a
Like
look.
with an acrobatics check, yes.
Oh, I have a 17 in dexterity.
Oh yeah, okay. Roll acrobatics and let's see.
Oh well, I was gonna use my bonus action to Misty Step
Oh,
on
then
top
yeah,
of it.
you're good.
Okay, I just didn't know if there was enough space
I just
for me to
fully
like.
assumed you were jumping.
No, I'm gonna Misty Step up. I'm gonna go bamf and look down, and just sort of like menacingly hold my hand back and be like, I have more spores where that came from. Unless you are ready to end this training match.
Well, it is a legitimate training match. You all have learned and done very well. But alright, fine. We can end it here. She snaps again, and the walls descend. You please make a dexterity saving throw as the wall you're standing on shrinks into the ceiling.
Oh, not bad. Saving throw. That's 15.
Yeah, okay, you're good. You kind of stumble, but you manage to stay on until your feet touch the rest of the ceiling. She looks at you still with the entanglement and is like, do you mind getting rid of the vines?
Yeah, of course. And they like wither away. And
Woo, thank you. All right. Yeah, you all did incredibly well. I think the only real notes I have are protect your support, and try to communicate better with one another. The battlefield can be big or small, but it's always gonna be dangerous. You all need to learn how to know and trust one another if you're gonna survive in this world. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, I think that's quite enough for now. Blossom, do you mind healing me? And Blossom kind of walks over to Sindel, lays her hands on her, and Sindel's wounds and the arrows fall out. And she looks healthier than she was a couple seconds ago. Blossom looks out at all of you with like just an innocent light shining in her eyes. She's so excited. I am so proud of each and every one of you. You did so well. Especially you, Ko. You were hit multiple times, but you know you kept getting back up, and that's worth a lot.
Yep. Internally, Ko is having thoughts that are not in
oh,
scriptures.
your nose, it appears to be bleeding.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, no, I can help. She reaches forward quickly, and tries to like wipe it away, but she sees that it's not gonna work, and she's like, "Oh, all right." And she gives you a little kiss on the nose. Her magic glows green for a moment, and she and your nose is just like completely fixed. The blood fades away. Okay, you should be better now.
Are you sure?
Do you feel better? I will take that as a yes. And she kind of just hugs you very strongly, doesn't know her own strength. The rest of the Fallen faction kind of meet up with Sindel again, and she's like, well, considering this is the main inn, the only inn in the town, I assume you'll be staying a couple more nights. I can help you all with whatever you need. But I think it's about time for us to get a good meal. All right. She leads you all downstairs, and as you all walk back into the tavern space, you see the old man from before who was playing poker with the two fishermen practically screaming his head off at Bertha, and Bertha looks so tired. She is so exhausted of this man, and you all hear him shout just, I'm telling you, it's them darn rats, or whatever it is. There's a monster out there. There's a monster with beetle little eyes, and I see it every night when I'm out there digging them graves. It's taking more and more people. It's the reason they get sick. How can you not see? It's the monster. And he's like very adamant about this.
Okay then.
All right. Sounds like future us's problem.
Yeah.
He like sees you all walk downstairs. You all, you're adventurers, ain't you?
Yeah.
Vaguely.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's. People are getting sick, and it's just getting worse. And mind you, I'm the grave digger, so the graves just keep piling up. And honestly, we're running out of space. But listen.
Would it be piling up or piling down, Sister Crazy Thing? Yeah.
That's not important. Listen to me.
Okay.
This town is in grave danger. No one believes that I've seen the monster. But it's out there. And it's out there in the night. Will you help us, please?
Do we have to?
People are dying. Oh, and I guess I can get you all some gear or something, because ain't nothing free in this world.
You're saying you would be willing to make an offering?
Sure. I don't
Gonna
have
fucking
much, but-
nudge Indizio.
What?
Stop it.
If the man's willing to, worship us and
Stop.
reward us, I don't see
No,
why.
Please.
your god complex is showing.
You mean my complex? Fine.
We will be happy to help and save people,
That's incredible.
Mr.
Oh, I'm Seamus.
Nice to meet you, Seamus.
I thought you said I'm famous, and I'm just like, what's that supposed to mean?
So were we.
Isn't
We were.
Wait, nope. His name is Seamus. With an S.
Seamus.
And an H.
Shame on you, Seamus.
Seamus.
Shame on you.
Shame us. No. Shame you.
He looks very relieved, and you can see Bertha in the background just shaking her head, but is also very grateful that he stopped talking to her as she disappears behind the kitchen.
I vote we do that tomorrow.
Yes.
I'm out of spell slots.
Yeah.
Same.
Actually, that's perfect. Tomorrow night, you all meet me at the graveyard, and then we can, we'll catch that monster once and for all. People will finally see I'm not crazy!
It's nice to see that the mortals still dream.
You're
Don't forget
immortal
about
too
it.
now, Inizio.
Stop reminding me.
Oh, and
Dylan kind of puts
Nope.
their hand on Anitio, just patting their back, comforting Anitio.
It's
I
just-
mean,
it just sucks so much.
being mortal isn't all that bad.
Name one upside.
Gonna like suddenly point to was it Molly? Because in my head it's
Blossom.
Blossom. Thank you. Other flower. Gonna suddenly point to Blossom.
If you were a god, you could just come down and woo her in the snap of your fingers.
why would I?
I mean, I don't know. Love is disgusting and a pointless thing. So,
You know,
Oh.
Nitio, you're about as pointless as a circle.
oh, you say things that are really hurtful sometimes. And it's really out of
And you
it's
say
out of
things that are really
character.
dumb sometimes. It's fair.
As you all continue bickering and sit down to eat your lunch and do whatever it is you want to do for the rest of the day, this is where I will end our session. Well,
Is it?
I will see you all next Saturday. I love you all. I hope you have a good week, and I'm talking to the viewer as well. Yeah, we'll see you next time. Bye.
I miss you.
Bye.
Bye.
Urgh.